I recently reviewed some activewear that was overpriced and frankly just kind of boring. So I wanted to show you guys all of the cute, fun, interesting, high quality activewear you can get at affordable prices. Most of the leggings today are around $30. I would say most of everything is under $35. There are some jackets that are a little pricier, but everything I would say is within the affordable category. And I would say that so many affordable brands have been stepping it up within the past year and a half. For a while now, we've had high quality pieces at affordable prices with good fabrics, but they didn't always have the cutest styles or colors, but we have some incredibly cute styles, colors, sets, etc. today. We have a big haul full of a lot of my favorite brands. We have some Aoxjox, Ingia, Unissu, CRC Yoga, etc. We also have matching sets, wide leg pants at an affordable price with multiple inseam options. We have some size inclusive brands. We have some good things going on today. This is just your reminder, you can get really high quality activewear at affordable prices. So because we have so many pieces to go over today, we're going to be doing this talk through style so this video doesn't turn into an hour long. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first brand that we are going to chat about today is Aoxjox. I've been buying from Aoxjox for like 6 to 7 years on Amazon, and even I think maybe even on AliExpress at first. But only within the past year or two have I really fallen in love with some of their designs. I feel like we haven't been getting a lot of cat appearances lately, so buddy, say hi to everyone. Yeah. You're a cute little kid. There you go. So I think I may have mentioned these pants a couple of times now, but we have new springy fun colors of the Athlenza straight leg pants. I get the size small 35-inch inseam. They come in a 31, 33, and 35-inch inseam. For flare leggings, I tend to wear a 35-inch inseam, but for wide leg pants, you really do need that extra length because they all ride up a little bit. So these are $33.99. They are made of their Luma stretch fabric. This is a nylon lycra brushed fabric. It has a little bit more structure compared to the other straight leg pants we're going to be talking about today. So they definitely have a little bit more of a trouser look, but they're a high rise, no front seam. These ones do not give me any camel toe, which is very essential because for some reason straight leg pants, they can just like settle into places. They have curved seams in the back. We have a little Aoxjox logo back there. These are definitely more medium to long glute friendly. The seam kind of does contour your glutes in the back, but it's not a scrunch that goes fully up the glutes or anything. These are a straight leg shape. They flare about mid-thigh and they do ride up, I would say, mildly, but these are one of my absolute top favorite wide leg pants. I will say these colors, not the most squat proof. So definitely wear your nude underwear and be cautious, but really light pale colors like this are very hard to make squat proof. So they're not the most squat proof. And I would say that these are true to size, and I would say they're somewhat cellulite friendly. They may get a little bit of cellulite coverage because the fabric is a little bit dense and brushed, but you're not going to get full cellulite coverage, especially in light colors. And what do I love more than a wide leg pant? A wide leg pant that also has a matching full length top. This is the Aoxjox sleeveless Athlenza halter tank top. I actually have a size extra small and a small, and I will compare them. But with the small, I just felt like I had a little bit of extra space, and I also was kind of like tying up the halter neckline because I wasn't feeling super supported. So I tried the extra small and it fits so much better. I get a little bit more lift in the neckline, but it's still not too tight along the neck. And the fit is just a little bit more body skimming throughout. So I would say that this one runs big and I would recommend sizing down. So this goes with those Athlenza pants. We have a wrapped neckline. We have a halter strap. I don't love halters, but I do love a matching set. So I have been wearing this, but I would prefer if it was not halter. The wrapped neckline is really cute and actually still provides a good amount of coverage. I would say that this is medium coverage. We do have a full built-in shelf liner with removable cut pads, little ruched detailing along the side, and it's a nice high hip length that overlaps with the top of the legging waistband so you don't show any skin, and it's just the sleekest little matching set. This one is $29.99. And yeah, I just absolutely love the colors that it comes in. The fabric is very soft. This is the Luma stretch fabric that the Athlenza pieces are made out of. They're very soft to the touch, they have good stretch, and they're about a light to mid weight. I actually briefly shared this in my last video because it's very similar to the 437 ruffle top that sells for $95, but this is $28.99, literally a third of the price, and I actually like it better. This is the Athlenza ruffle wrap tie front top. I got a size small. I will say the color does not exactly match the Athlenza Athlenza bottoms, and it is a different fabric. This fabric is more of a lightweight, sleek performance, but very breathable, very stretchy. It's a polyester spandex. It's basically just a cute little wrap top. You wrap it in the front, tie it in a knot, and it has this cute little ruffle lettuce hem. Long sleeves with the little hem down there. My only gripe with this top is that I wish it had more shoulder coverage. I do feel like it's very much an off the shoulder moment and wants to slide off of my shoulders, which the 437 one did as well. I just didn't love that, and this is definitely a cropped fit. I recommend staying true to size. Next up, we have the Aoxjox Veloura straight leg pants. So they did actually change these. The first time these came out, they had a pretty awful scrunch and were giving me probably the worst camel toe I've ever gotten in a pair of straight leg leggings. So unfortunately, these still don't fit me well. Are they better? Yes, but they still give me camel toe even though they removed the scrunch in the back. These also come in all of the great inseams that the other ones do. Comes in a 29 inch, 31 inch, 33 inch, and a 35 inch. So a little round of applause for Aoxjox for the inseam options. There's nothing I hate more than a brand coming out with one single inseam for a wide leg pant. And we have one of those today. So these are a high rise. I wear the 35 inch inseam. They run a little bit big. I do feel like I just have a little bit of extra fabric in them. And it just creates a little bit of a relaxed appearance, which I feel like is almost contributing to the camel toe, so I don't love it. The big disappointment with these is that I actually love the fabric. This is their plush flex fabric. It has almost a velvety feel to the outside, and then the inside is extra brushed. It almost has like a fuzzy fleece lined feeling. So this is definitely a little bit more of a heavyweight fabric, better for colder weather. But anyways, some features. We have a slight dip down waistband, no front seam, triangle gusset. They changed the seams in the back to be similar to the Athlenza pant, but like I said, I still just get crazy camel toe with these, so I really don't recommend these. I do recommend the Athlenza ones. The Athlenza ones cause me no issues and fit me like a glove and come in all the same inseams, so I definitely recommend those over these. But if you do end up trying these out, I feel like sizing down may be the move. Because this material is thicker, you also will get a little bit more cellulite coverage, and it's also a more squat proof. So we have a couple more velour pieces. This is the Aoxjox cap sleeve velour ruched tee. So obviously pairs really well with those wide leg pants in the same color. Made of the velour fabric, so it's got a little bit of thickness to it. It's a really nice opaque material for a top, so you can wear any color bra under this and it won't show. This one's true to size. It's mostly body skimming. I feel like it was maybe slightly loose at the bottom, but that could also just be due to the ruching, so I would stick with your normal size. It does not have any sort of built-in bra or anything. You could either wear a sports bra or a regular bra under this. I tend to wear my wide leg pants for lifestyle, so a top like this is perfect because I would just wear a normal bra under it. We have a crew neck. We have the cutest little cap sleeves, and it is like a true cap sleeve, not a short sleeve, which is kind of nice because my armpit was mostly out, which means, you know, we get to breathe a little bit. It hits at a high hip length, so it does overlap with the leggings, so you're not showing any skin. And then we also have these little ruched sides for a little moment there. So this is very cute. I just wish I liked the velour pants more. And our last Aoxjox piece, we have the women's Geo full zip velour jacket. So Aoxjox Geo tees, they come in long sleeve, short sleeve. They have some with built-in bras, some without. They also have a jacket, but they recently started making them in the velour fabric. So this is that Geo jacket from them that I love, but it's just in this fabric, which is really nice because it's a little bit thicker, like I said, so it keeps you a little bit warm. So true to size, in between I probably would size up. It is more of a snug fit. We do have a slight mock neck. It's a full zip. We do have zippered front pockets, which recently I feel like brands have just been making jackets without pockets in the front. And I'm just like, what is the point of a jacket? Like literally Buff Bunny, Petula, and Alphalete all in the month of February coming out with jackets without front pockets. And we just cannot continue to stand for this. I'm afraid it is that serious. I really do need zip pockets on my jacket because I wear a jacket so that I can put my phone in the front pocket. Make it make sense. So anyways, thank you for including a pocket, Aoxjox. We have long sleeves. We do have a little bit of seam detail going on to just kind of define the waist. I would consider this one more of a waist length. I really would like to see a full length version of this jacket because it's just a bit cropped on me. It's shorter than the ruche top and the halter, so when I lift my arms, I do see some skin. I definitely more recommend this for my short torso girlies, and the hem also does kind of go up a little bit at the side. It just kind of contours the waist a little bit. So I think it's a nice jacket. I just prefer a longer length. All right, next up we have a bunch of cute purple and yellow from Ingia. Ever since Ingia started making activewear, they've continued to impress me and coming out with this stunning butter yellow and this lavender color. It reminds me of my Buff Bunny collab where it also had very similar colorways. So clearly this is a color combo that I'm a big fan of, and now we can get it in affordable activewear. So we'll start out with the Ingia scrunch leggings. I wear a size small in these. They are a high rise made of a polyamide elastane. It's a light to mid-weight semi-brushed fabric. So I do feel like this legging does well in the warmer months because it's not super thick. No front seam, triangle gusset. We have a 25-inch inseam, but it actually goes down pretty far on me because the fabric has a lot of vertical stretch. So for my tall girlies, if you're not stretching your leggings all the way down to your ankles, give it a try. You'd be surprised how much length you can get out of pants. And then in the back, we have these subtly curved glute seams, and we have this semi-elasticated scrunch that doesn't cause any crotch tension, so I never get any camel toe out of these. I do just get a little bit of a boost for the glutes, medium to high on the booty scale, low to medium compression throughout, but it does hug the body really well. And I definitely prefer these leggings versus their non-scrunch leggings because these are made of a slightly more compressive material, so it just kind of stays on the body a little bit better, and the scrunch just makes it a little bit more flattering. I would say these are about medium glute friendly, very true to size. If you're in between, you could really go either way. And the question, are they squat proof? Of course they're not squat proof. No pale yellow legging has ever been squat proof. So I will say I can't see my nude underwear under these, so they're good for me. But if you are really a squat test stickler, or if you do have a darker skin tone, you will definitely notice the difference between the waistband and the body of the legging. So just beware, light colored leggings, not really gonna be your most squat proof option. I guess we will start with all of the yellow pieces first. So this is a new bra from Ingia. This is the spaghetti strap crisscross bra. Lately, I do feel like all of their tops have been running big. So I got a size small in this, and I'm really not getting any support and definitely have some extra fabric. So I definitely would recommend sizing down regardless of your bust size. So I did get my normal size small. It's basically a classic cami shape. We do have removable cut pads. There's a 1-inch elastic along the bottom, but the fabric is smooth and seamless from the front, so you don't see that. It's just kind of internal support. Then we have these nice straps that do lay nice and flat, and they also crisscross in the back. But I think they should have made these straps adjustable because first of all, I feel like it would have been easy to do that. And I'm just not really getting a lot of lift out of this. That's also due to it just feeling a little bit big. Coverage is about low to medium. Support is definitely low. And while I did stay contained as a larger cup size, this definitely isn't really something I'd recommend for larger cup sizes overall. The last yellow piece is the twist front long sleeve. So Ingia is very well known for their affordable wrap tops. So this is made of that same lightweight ribbed material as their wrap tops, but this one has a twist front and you don't actually physically wrap it. So here's an up close of the fabric. It's this super soft modal elastane ribbed fabric. It has a lot of flow to it and is very lightweight and stretchy. And this is $26. Ingia makes the best little ballet Pilates style wrap tops that I really don't understand why you would ever pay like $60+ for them when Ingia makes them for like $25. With these tops, I would stick true to size. It's about a waist to cropped length. You can also wear it with this way in the front, but I just think it looks better with the twisted way in the front. Long sleeves, and this one does have a pretty snug fit. Now onto our purple pieces. I have been begging Ingia for an actual nice coverage bra since the beginning, and they finally delivered. This is the new square neck bra, but it runs too big, and I definitely need a size down because I don't get any support in this size small here. So it runs about a full size big, definitely size down. We have a classic square neckline. We have an elastic along the bottom to keep it secure, and then we have these thicker elasticated straps. They do crisscross in the back, and the back is pretty open as well. We have removable cups, medium to full coverage, but low to medium support. I think I would get about a medium support if I sized down to an extra small. I still would consider this one large cup size friendly because the coverage and security are there. It's just not super supportive, but that really depends on the workout. For me, I love wearing Ingia to Pilates and to solid core, things like that. So my main concern is just not falling out of it, but not a lot of bounce control. And this one I did feel very contained in still. Ingia also gave us another new longer length top. This is their eraser back tank. Again, I sized down to extra small. It's not even a little bit too tight, guys. Like I could even size down again, but the smallest size they come in is extra small. So for my true extra small girlies, I feel like I just need to let them know that their sizing is just running pretty big. So this one is $28. We have a scoop neckline, high hip length, so it overlaps over the legging waistband really well. Spaghetti straps go into a racer back. It has a full shelf liner with removable cups. I would say it's about a low to medium coverage and low support. I have worn this one to a solid core class and I didn't fall out of it. So I'd say it's mostly large cup size friendly. So I'd say it actually does have pretty good coverage, and you can definitely make this one work if you have a large cup size, but again, it's just not super supportive. And this is made of their classic material. All of their stuff is basically made out of the same material. Nice lightweight, slightly brushed, and very stretchy. We also got their 5-inch scrunch shorts in the cute purple color. This has the same structure as the yellow leggings. So we have a double thickness waistband, high rise, no front seam, 5-inch inseam on the shorts, and I would say that they're pretty stretchy at the thigh opening. It stays put well, but it's not giving me any sausage thighs. True to size, if you're in between, you could really go either way. And same structure in the back as the leggings. We have curved glute seams, subtle scrunch detail, medium to high on the booty scale, low to medium compression all around. I find myself constantly reaching for these shorts because again, they have a little subtle scrunch, but they never cause me any camel toe and they just stay put really well. I did find this jacket recently from Aurola. If you guys ever need cute, affordable, seamless leggings, seamless bras and everything, Aurola is always making so much good seamless stuff and their stuff is all very good quality. They also really listen to their audience. If you follow them on Instagram, like they ask for feedback. I think for this jacket, they even asked like, do you guys prefer a full zip or a quarter zip? I think they ended up making both, but this is the quarter zip. This one is $39.99. I just find any jacket is going to cost a little bit more than a legging. It's made of a nylon spandex, really dense, compressive, seamless material. Here's an up close of the fabric. It's got good stretch to it, but it's definitely nice and dense. This is part of their Influence collection, which they have the Influence shorts, which are like the Define shorts, and the leggings too. But it's definitely that same kind of like denser, knit, seamless, compressive material like Define. But I immediately put on this jacket and I was very impressed with the fit. I feel like a lot of brands just have like really loose fitting jackets, especially in the waist area, but I feel like I was getting the perfect amount of like body skimming and slightly snatched in this. So definitely true size. If you're in between, size up because it was a bit snatching, but that's definitely what this is supposed to be doing. We have that quarter zip with the tonal zipper. We have the collar, we have long sleeves, we have ribbed cuffs on the sleeves as well, and then a little thumb hole. It's a high hip length, it slightly curves up along the sides, and I just thought this was a very well done, snatching, compressive, seamless jacket. It also comes in matching colors with the leggings and the sports bras, so you can get a full set. I personally just don't really like Define Impact style things. I just don't find them super comfortable or flattering, so I personally don't have them, but I know a lot of people like them. And Aurola is a good affordable option. Next up, we have a pair of wide leg pants from Sunzel. These are $32.99 and I was very pleased to see these come in 4 inseam lengths. They come in a 30-inch, 31, 33, and 35, which is what I got. I have really loved Sunzel in the past, but they kind of annoy me because they don't do any tops. They only do bottoms and I'm a matching set girly. So I find myself picking their leggings and shorts and everything just less often because I can't get a matching set. So these are made of a very lightweight, stretchy material. They do kind of remind me of the Oner Active Soft Motion material, except maybe a little bit more sleek. It is a 75% polyamide, 25% elastane, very lightweight, low compression, high stretch, and they are pretty pet fur friendly as well because they do have a slight sleek feel. These are a high rise, no front seam, triangle gusset, and I would consider these more of a wide leg fit. They also flare kind of mid to upper thigh, and I would say they have mild to moderate ride up. These are very similar to the Yeoreo pants, except they're not exactly the same. The glute seams in the back are slightly different, and I think that these are slightly higher rise. So I did investigate because a lot of the affordable wide leg pants out there are just the exact same. So these are slightly different, but I think I like the Yeoreo ones better. The fabric just has a little bit more structure, and I feel like these were actually like too long for me. So my extra tall girlies, these were very long, and even though they ride up, they kind of fall back down because the fabric is so flowy. We have curved glute seams in the back. They do curve a little bit more than the Yeoreo ones, so maybe a little bit more flattering back there. Definitely more medium to long glute friendly though, and they don't really go up the glutes a lot, no scrunch or anything. Very low compression, minimal cellulite coverage. They are very thin. So yeah, I liked these, but compared to some of the other affordable options, I just prefer the Yeoreo ones. They come in more colors, I think maybe a slightly better size range, and they just fit a little bit better. And then, you guys, I love CRC Yoga and I also love their Butterluxe jacket, but they came out with a new Butterluxe V-neck jacket. I got a size extra small because I do find their jackets to run big, and I could have sized down again because it's still not even very tight along the bottom. So I definitely think that this one runs big. So size down 1 to 2 sizes. But the main reason I was intrigued with this jacket was because of the V neckline. It reminds me of my favorite Alphalete Aura Sculpt jacket. Almost every active jacket on the market has somewhat of a collared neckline, but as someone whose neck gets irritated, sometimes I don't want a collared neckline. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. So it's nice to have the option. So I really loved the neckline on this one. This is made of their Butterluxe fabric. It's a polyamide lycra, very similar to the Ingia fabric, very lightweight, very stretchy, slightly brushed. This is a high hip length, so it overlaps over the legging waistband nicely. It's a full zip with a tonal zipper, this pink color. Absolutely love it. We also have hidden zippered pockets. Again, thank you for the zippered pockets. They are necessary in my opinion. And I feel like this one is definitely like trying to beat the Alphalete Aura Sculpt jacket. It even has a similar panel along the back. The main difference between this and the Aura Sculpt jacket is the Aura Sculpt jacket has a lot more structure and thickness to it. This is definitely a little bit more on the thin side. Then we do have long sleeves and thumb holes as well. So absolutely love this jacket. Just definitely recommend sizing down. And to make it even better, if you also love this pretty cool toned pink, they also have these new 2-in-1 double layered running shorts. I don't really run in loose style shorts. No, not even really. I just don't run in loose style shorts at all. They ride up no matter what for me because my thighs touch, but I do really like walking in loose style shorts. And this basically takes all of my favorite elements of a running style short. First of all, I did get a size small. These are $32. We have a soft elastic waistband. So I really like how they do their waistbands because it is an elastic, but it's not a rigid elastic and it has a good amount of give to it, but it still has structure. These are a high rise. They have this nice flowy soft shell material on the outside, and I love that CRZ always makes their soft shell with a little bit of stretch to it. So it's not super rigid on the outside, but it's still nice and lightweight. The outer inseam is 3 inches, and we do also have inner shorts with no front seam, a 3-inch inseam, and little non-slip silicone dots along the inside. Here's an up close of those little silicone dots. I appreciate that they didn't just do like the silicone band along the inside because that can really squeeze the thighs. So this adds a little non-slip element, but it doesn't constrict your thighs too much. And these shorts are also pockets galore. We have outer zip pockets on the little soft shell layer. Also a little shout out to this beautiful tonal branding. Like, tell me these don't look better than like $100 shorts. Like genuinely, they are so nice. But you also have pockets on the inner shorts if you prefer things to stay a bit more secure. I like to put heavier things on the inner shorts because they stay better. If you put a phone in this outer pocket, it will kind of weigh the outer short down. And the outer layer has enough material that it's not giving me any diaper butt. Some loose style running shorts like this, the outer material is just not really made for people with a large hip to waist discrepancy. So you can get kind of diaper butt. It can get really tight on the glutes or really loose on the waist. But I do feel like these give a good amount of material. When something like Lululemon shorts, I feel like I never get enough material in the glutes. We have enough material here. So they really thought of everything. I think that these are really nice shorts. And one last CRZ yoga piece. And this is that disappointing piece I was telling you about. They've been hyping up the CRZ Yoga soft stretch, no front seam, wide leg pants, and they have the audacity to only launch these in a 30-inch inseam. You guys have seen the other wide leg pants today. Most of them don't even come in as short of a 30-inch inseam because for wide leg pants, the standard inseams are 31, 33, 35, not 30. 30, like this is literally for like my 4'11" girlies. Like I'm not even kidding. These are so short because wide leg pants ride up. So you need to add on like 2 inches to your normal inseam. So I really don't understand what they were going for here. All of their models that wear these pants, they look like floods and I don't like floods. So anyways, I can't really wear these because they are 5 inches too short for me. But anyways, I got a size small, $34, size extra small to XL. These are high rise. They are made of their soft stretch fabric, which it feels like they're Butterlux. They call these soft stretch, but they have the same fabric composition as the Butterlux. So very lightweight, low compression, slightly brushed feel, and high stretch. I do feel like these run just a little bit big. I had a little bit of extra fabric. So if you're in between sizes, I definitely would be sizing down. Double thickness waistband, no front seam, triangle gusset, slightly curved seams in the back with just a straight back rise seam, no scrunches or anything. So I'd still give them medium to high on the booty scale. I definitely would consider these a wide leg fit. They flare around mid thigh and they do have moderate ride up like all wide leg pants do, which really just makes the inseam length even worse. So I think that these definitely had potential, but they really need to expand the inseams. I feel like CRZ Yoga is one of the biggest Amazon brands, yet they never have multiple inseam options, while Aoxjox is just over here having like 3 inseams on every pant. It's crazy. All right, our second to last brand that we have is Unissu. Unissu also has a pretty similar material to CRZ Butterlift and the Ingia Cloud Lift, but they both have their own kind of take on like basic colors. So we have a couple new pieces from Unissu. This is their adjustable racerback long line sports bra. It's really more of a cropped tank. Size small, this one is $30. We have a scoop neckline, nice tank straps that are actually adjustable in the back, which I definitely appreciate. The adjustable area is nice and thick as well. A really good amount of coverage in the front. I would say medium to full coverage and medium support. This one does have a full built-in shelf liner with removable cups. And the length is cropped. I would say that this one is true to size. And this is definitely an improvement in coverage compared to some of their other built-in bra tops. Some of them, like the one shoulder top, I feel like I fall out of it, and their other narrower strap top is more of like a low to medium coverage. So I really appreciate the coverage increase on this one, and it's definitely more large cup size friendly. We have another new bra from them as well, and I found that this color paired pretty well with the CRC shorts, so you could definitely wear this as a full set altogether. But I love all the brands doing this baby pink, especially because they're not doing like the really washed out baby pink that a lot of brands do. Nike Skims just came out with this baby pink. It's the kind of baby pink that really washes you out. This is like nice and brightening, especially on my like spring summer skin tone. This is a coverage increase compared to their other bras. We have a very soft V neckline. We have removable cup pads. There is an elastic that goes along the bottom, but it's smooth and seamless from the front. Tank straps, and they are adjustable in the back. This one is true to size. Again, medium to full coverage, low to medium support. This is the kind of bra that will hold me in if I lean over. So I will say this is large cup size friendly, just not super supportive, but again, good for low impact workouts. This one also oddly reminds me of the Buff Bunny Posh Knit sports bra. It has that same V neckline. The crossover straps are very similar. The only difference is this is more of a short line sports bra versus the Posh Knit sports bra is long line. So if you like the shape of that one, I do feel like this is similar. Unissu also launched some skirts and skirts. I think this is the first time I've ever seen running shorts be turned into a skirt in the front. So it is just like a skirt layer in the front, but the back is shorts. Personally, I would have liked if it was just like a skirt all the way around or shorts all the way around. But if you like the kind of throwback style of skirt in the front, shorts in the back, this is definitely an option. Size small, $28, very similar waistband structure to the CRZ Yoga. It's a soft elastic waistband. This one I felt like it was more of a mid to high rise. We also have the soft shell outer material, and it does have some stretch. So again, very similar to CRZ. It was a little bit difficult to measure the inseam because they don't have an inseam in the front, just in the back, but it is 3 inches, which is pretty good for a loose short. These do have an inner brief lining, not shorts lining, but they have the feature that I really like that a lot of running shorts do, where they have the soft, smooth end of the brief elastic leg line along your skin instead of along the outside. So the part that goes along your skin is nice and smooth. It's not like a bulky seam or anything, so it reduces chafing. And on the right side, we do also have an outer zipper pocket. So really appreciate that these brands are doing a lot of pockets and everything. Again, this one's not really my style, but I can see the appeal. Then they did just come out with some regular running style shorts where there's shorts in the front and shorts in the back. These are the Unissu high-waisted athletic shorts. Size small, and these are $28. True to size, but if anything, they run just a little bit big, so size down if in between. Same softened elastic waistband. The inseam is 2.5 inches on the outer shorts, and then we also have inner shorts with no front seam, also a 2.5 inch inseam, and we have pockets on the inner shorts as well. These are actually very similar to those CRC shorts because we also have outer zip pockets on the soft shell layer, but these pockets enter from the side. The CRZ entered from the top, so they are a little bit different. These ones also don't have the silicone grip detail, and I feel like these ones maybe have a little bit more room overall with the outer fabric, but they're very similar. I feel like I like the CRZ ones just a little bit better. I think the inseam is also a little bit longer, but if you like a little bit of a shorter inseam and you don't mind if it doesn't have the little silicone grip detail, I think that these are really good too. And our last brand is Yeoreo. I have mixed feelings on Yeoreo stuff. I feel like I like some of their stuff, but not so much with others. But one piece from them that is absolutely worth it is their Eddy wide leg pant. This is truly one of the best wide leg pants out there. I feel like I slightly prefer the Aoxjox ones, one, because they have the matching tops, and two, because the slightly thicker fabric just gives it a little bit more structure. But if you like a more soft, stretchy, flowy fabric that's a little bit more true to like the Oner Active soft motion pants, definitely try these out. These are the Eddy wide leg pants. They have a high rise, double thickness waistband, no front seam, triangle gusset, and these come in 4 inseam options. We have a 29, 31.5, 33, and finally a 35 inch. For a while, they did not have the 35 inch. So I am very glad to see that they have expanded because as a 5'9" girly, I do need the 35 inch inseam. These are an 80% nylon, 20% spandex. They do have a slight sleek feel and they are very stretchy, low compression, and also a bit pet fur friendly as well because they have more of a sleek feel rather than a brushed feel. I don't always mention if something's pet fur friendly, but just know if something is sleek, pet fur friendly. If something is a brushed fabric, it's going to attract a little bit of pet fur. For me, I have clothes that I wear at home and I have clothes that I wear out of the house because as soon as I sit down, I have pet fur on something. It's just the price that we pay to live with the joy of animals. So low compression, medium to high on the booty scale. I would say that these are more medium to long glute friendly. Not super cellulite friendly because the fabric is a little bit on the thinner side. These have a straight to wide leg shape. They flare mid to upper thigh and they do ride up mild to moderately. I would say it's not the worst, but they definitely ride up because they all do. So there's a reason why these are a bestseller on Amazon. These are really great pants. Like I said, if you prefer a little bit more flowy of a style, go for these. If you prefer something with a little bit more structure to it, go with the Aoxjox. And lastly, I thought this was going to be the same color as the pants, but they don't come in the exact same colors as the pants, which is disappointing. But this is the Yeoreo fitted women's workout top. I got a size small and this is $19.99. So I think the cheapest thing today. And I was actually impressed by this. So it is a nylon spandex sleek material, but they actually use a double thickness to make it nice and opaque. So no sheerness going on here. We have a crew neckline, short sleeves. I would say waist to high hip. It didn't quite go all the way down to my hips for me. And I would say this is mostly true to size. It was definitely snug along the bust area as most things are for me. And then I did have a little bit of room at the bottom. So if you're looking for like a really snatching overall fit, I probably wouldn't go for this one. I feel like it could just be a little bit more snug. It definitely is a little bit of a straight t-shirt shape. So I definitely liked this one. I wish it was a little bit longer, maybe a little bit more fitted. And it was kind of a bummer to see it didn't come in the same colors as the wide leg pants because I was hoping that this could be a nice little like full leg top, wide leg pant combo, but it wasn't. So that is everything for this affordable activewear review. I like to do a little affordable activewear update a couple times a year just to go over all of the new great pieces. But all of these brands today sell very high quality, very cute pieces. So I highly recommend them all. My topics of the day, the Aoxjox set. I really love the colors. I love the wide leg pants. The CRZ yoga jacket short combo is also really nice. And then I love my Ingia pieces as well. I definitely plan to size down in that square neck bra. And then the scrunch leggings or scrunch 5-inch shorts. Both of those you can't go wrong with. So let me know what other brands you guys would like me to review down below. I'm always taking notes on what you guys say in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.